Good afternoon. It is 4 p.m. here in South Korea. I am Arirang News, AI anchor, Arirang. South Korean President Yoon hinted that an inter-Korean summit could be possible, only if it guaranteed results. Speaking in an interview on KBS TV on Wednesday, Yoon said this would only happen using a bottom-up approach. Yoon added that South Korea is capable of developing its own nuclear weapons in a short period of time, but stressed that doing so would be quote unrealistic, as it would entail serious economic sanctions. He also showed confidence that the Seoul-Washington alliance will not be affected by the upcoming U.S. presidential election. The United States has identified Russia and North Korea as the highest-risk threat actors due to their illicit procurement and revenue generation efforts. A review of data on North Korea's cyber activity came in the 2024 National Proliferation Financing Risk Assessment released on Thursday by the U.S. Treasury Department. Washington estimates that roughly $1.7 billion worth of virtual assets were stolen by the regime in 2022, and that Pyongyang will continue to increase its use of cyber theft and illicit trade to raise revenue for its WMD program. The South Korean and U.S. Marine Corps are currently conducting the year's first combined exercise in South Korea's major seaport city of Pohang. According to South Korea's Marine Corps on Thursday, some 400 South Korean and U.S. soldiers are taking part in the Korean Marine Exercise Program, also called KMEP. K-808 wheeled armored vehicles, Korean amphibious assault vehicles, K-1A1 battle tanks, as well as U.S. CH-53E Super Stallion helicopters are also being deployed for the exercise. KMEP focuses on enhancing the combat readiness of Marines from the two countries and takes place around 20 times a year. The program runs until February 20th. North Korea has abolished laws and agreements related to inter-Korean economic cooperation between the two Koreas, according to the North state-run media on Thursday. A plenary session of the Supreme People's Assembly meeting on Wednesday saw the abolition of the Inter-Korean Exchange and Cooperation Act, the Mount Kumgangsan International Tourism Special Zone Act and its enforcement regulations, and agreements related to inter-Korean economic cooperation. The unilateral scrapping of all inter-Korean economic agreements is a sign that the North will not engage in any economic exchanges with South Korea amid tension on the Korean peninsula. Amid talks of a possible ceasefire between Israel and Hamas, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu rejected the Palestinian militant group's proposed 135-day truce plan, insisting total victory in Gaza is possible within months. The rejection comes as Hamas laid out a series of demands in response to an Israel-backed ceasefire proposal, with the Israeli leader saying that negotiations with the group were not going anywhere, while describing their terms as bizarre. Meanwhile, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken remains hopeful a deal can be struck, and UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres warns that the world has entered an age of chaos that is causing a multitude of suffering and thwarting progress. That is all for today. Thanks for watching.